Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. I feel like a rapper today. You know how the rappers always talk about how they be in the studio and they be grinding, they working, no breaks. I'm in the stew right now. I've been recording videos all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused. I told you I'm on a marathon pace, so I'm trying to, y'all ask for these videos. I'm trying to get these videos out for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We grinding. We on a whole nother level now. We moving at a marathon pace. So let's get it. Hey, today I want to talk about wet dreams because I had some guys, you know, ask me like, why do they keep having wet dreams and is it a relapse and all this and that, right? So I'm going to give y'all some more game on what this is and why it's happening, all right? So first, guys, you got to understand, no, a wet dream is not a relapse, okay? There is a big difference between a relapse, a conscious relapse, and a wet dream. Something that happens when you're unconscious, when you're not aware. That's two different releases, all right? Understand, guys, that everything has an expiration date. Nothing lives forever. So even inside your body, you have cells. They live and they die, just like us. So your body has to recycle and replenish. So you're constantly making new cells. In order for you to make room for those new cells, your body has to get rid of the old and the weak and the deformed cells. The cells that no longer serve you any purpose, any good, okay? Because if your body didn't do that, you would end up getting sick, or it would mess up the functionality of your body, right? Just like in nature gets rid of the weak and the sick. If it didn't do that, then this world would be full of weak, sick cells, okay? The body, the nature, the earth wants to keep the strong. Only the strong survive, okay? So when you have a wet dream, your body is doing its daily maintenance. It's recycling itself. It's clearing out the old weak cells so that it can make room to create new young cells that can keep the operation going. You know what I'm saying? Keep life going. All right, so for you guys that's asking me, is it a relapse? No, it's not a relapse. Now, some of you guys saying you've been having it back to back, you know, and that could be for many reasons. One, it could be because you're just starting off on this journey and your body's not used to having that much energy built up. So what it does is it starts to overproduce too much energy, and it has to let go some of it because there's too much. It has an overfill of energy, right? Your seed is overfilled, right? So that's one reason why you might be having back-to-back wet dreams. Another reason why you might be having back-to-back wet dreams is because you're having lustful thoughts during the day, okay? And that's a big problem. You have to learn how to stop those lustful thoughts. Or you have to learn how to stop looking at things that is going to promote you to have lustful thoughts. You feel what I'm saying? Because what will happen is when you have a lustful thought, all that energy builds up and it starts to collect down here, right? But you may not consciously release, but still that energy sits there and it's like, okay, well, we got to go somewhere. So what will happen is you will have a wet dream just so that pressure can be released, right? And a lot of times when you do have a wet dream like that, it's nothing but prostate fluid. It's just prostate fluid and maybe some dead spermatozoid cells that you may have had inside of you, right? Because if you realize, you never feel as drained with the wet dream. And sometimes you might even feel better. I feel like a new man. I feel more energized. My glow is different. I see my face is a lot clearer. It's more brighter. And I got more energy, I got more motivation to go out and get things done, right? But if you are doing what you're supposed to do and you're staying righteous on your path, you won't have many wet dreams, right? Because your body only recycles every 3 months. So if you're doing the right thing, it should be every 90 days where you're having a wet dream, right? Because your body absorbs what it can It'll recycle what it can back into the body, and it'll send it to different parts of your body as nutrients. And then whatever it can't take is going to release. The same way you eat food. You eat food, right? Your body digests, breaks it down, and then it sends that nutrients to your body. Whatever you can't hold, you process that and it comes out when you do a number two, when you go to the bathroom. So that's the same process with your seed. Now, when you consciously release, right, you are actually pulling resources from every single vital organ in your body. Your bone marrow, your brain, your liver, your lungs, your heart, all that nutrients is being pulled. The nutrients is being pulled from those organs into your seed. Picture Goku making a spirit bomb, right? And what does he do when he makes a spirit bomb? He pulls energy from nature, from the birds, the animals, the trees, the plants, right? So that's what you're doing. Picture Goku in your body when you're about to release consciously. Picture Goku making a spirit bomb in your body, right? And he's pulling all these resources from your brain and all your vital organs, right? And it's all being collected into this one center point, this center ball, right? And so then when you release, he throws that spirit bomb and it comes out, it shoots out. This is why you feel drained and tired, because you just shot a spirit bomb out. Like literally, you just pulled all those resources from your universe inside into that one ball of energy and it shot out. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful, man, of how you're thinking. How you're thinking. You want to get rid of those lustful thoughts. You want to make sure that you're cleansing yourself before you go to bed. So you got to renounce those thoughts. If you had lustful thoughts, repent for it. Forgive me for having lustful thoughts. Get these lustful thoughts, get this lustful energy off of me. Release this lustful energy, right? You got to do this, man. You got to be mindful of how you're thinking, and you have to correct that. Okay? Wet dreams aren't a relapse, but you can prevent yourself from having them by just doing certain things. Make sure you're not eating too late at night. And make sure you're not eating like spicy foods or like high carb foods. Because spicy foods, carbs, things like that, they stimulate, those organs down there. And it's going to make you release. It's going to make you have a wet dream even more. Right? But like I said, a wet dream is not a relapse, guys. So for you guys that's hitting me up in the comments, scared and, oh, you having wet dreams back to back, week after week. Don't be afraid, man. It's not a relapse, okay? But you just gotta figure out why it keeps happening, and you gotta try to fix that problem, okay? Just know that you're not losing the best of yourself. You release the worst when you have a wet dream, okay? Don't be out here making spirit bombs, man. Don't be trying to release consciously, all right? Because that spirit bomb is killing you. It takes a lot of energy to make that and to shoot that out, all right? You want to make sure if you do make a spirit bomb that you're making it for a purpose. You're trying to create another life. All right. So another thing I'll tell you guys too, man, is cold showers. And I'm sure I made a video about this before, but those cold showers, what it does is it relieves that pressure down here. Okay. So what'll happen is if you did have lustful thoughts, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead and hop in a cold shower real quick, and it's going to relieve that pressure. Right? And that way you will never have a problem with a wet dream or a nocturnal emission. Trust me, guys, anytime that this is 100%, every time I've took a cold shower, I've never had a nocturnal emission, right? It always took that away. So I'm telling you guys, man, this works. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't want to take a cold shower, you can just sleep with an ice pack or something cold down there to really freeze up all that energy and to stabilize it. All right? You can do some push-ups before you go to bed. Something that's going to move that energy into different parts of the body so it doesn't stay built up down here. All right? So guys, don't be afraid, man. Trust me, I've had wet dreams. I've had enough to know that the difference between that and actually releasing. It's a huge difference. I could have a wet dream and still get up and have more energy than I did before the wet dream. Because you're making room for new cells to grow and to mature inside of you. All right? Those are living cells inside of you, and they have to die, they have to be released for you to make room for new, right? Out with the old, in with the new. There's death and rebirth, okay? So y'all stop being so afraid of wet dreams, man. You can't control what happens when you're not conscious, okay? You can only control what you do when you are consciously aware. So as long as you're not out here playing with yourself, as long as you're not looking at flicks and being lustful, looking at women on IG and just doing all type of goofy stuff, you're gonna be all right, man. Pray for protection, like I always say. Ask the Most High for protection, right? That's always gonna be your go-to for any situation that you have, is praying to the Most High, man. I cannot stress that enough. But hey, man, this your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this video and also what y'all want me to talk about next. Y'all have a beautiful day, man, and I'm out.